This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with my broadcast partners, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. Man, can you feel the excitement in the air? And lineups. First for the Timberwolves, Rubio and Martin manning the backcourt. And at the pivot, a bruising and physical 6'11", 290-pound center, a battering ram in Pekovic. Then it's Corey Brewer, and it's Love in at the power forward position. And for Dallas,
you know, the Wolves were just decimated by injuries last year, and it really put a snag in their season from the start, with Rubio still recovering from his ACL tear and Kevin Love missing a lot of time with his hand fractures. They were missing two major building blocks.
So Dallas will get the first possession. Inside, here's Ross. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Playing very few games for him, Steve, and they never really got the chance that they once seemed to have.
Now, Love's injury, I think, just devastated this team. And Rubio, of course, coming off that ACL, he eventually made it back. But those are the key guys.
To Love. From deep three-point range, Sean Marion grabs the miss.
You know, well, the days of the Matrix putting up 22 and 12 with a couple of steals every night are long gone, but Sean Marion is still a bit...
Rubio, the pass to Brewer. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
That's three misses to start the game, guys. Does not bode well here early.
And at 35 years of age, Sean Marion still an outstanding rebounder, top 5 among small forwards and rebound rate last season.
And inside, he's very dangerous. He's got
it by Rubio. The pass to Pekovic. Good.
Well, we'll see if that shot pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Number 7. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw.
They got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
Yep, it's been a clinic with that end of the floor, no question. That mid-range shot.
Something else they've been able to do.
Building phase where they're going to finish at the bottom for a few years. They're going to have to
out there. But think about it, the last 2 years they had unlimited cap room, unable to lure that big free agent fish to Dallas. Yeah, and he's one player who doesn't need traffic. He's really strong.
And don't forget,
Muhammad comes in for Corey Brewer. Chase Buttinger, he's checked in for Kevin
already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark.
Tough to stay in front of him.
Yeah, and he may not be a pure point guard, but he's very skilled running the pick and roll.
Number 7. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Boy, what a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, it sure has been. Look at the lead they've jumped out to already. Impressive.
Opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw, the defensive presence was almost non-existent. They may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And I know some people are still opposed to using replay in situations where the call doesn't have a direct effect on the outcome of the game. But I think it has to be used if there's a questionable call, no matter what it is.
No, I understand the argument against it. It does interrupt the flow of the game a little bit, but it's hard to stand by and simply let an incorrect call stand.
So those came on the road. For a team that was battered and bruised heading out on a lengthy road trip is often a recipe for a losing streak, and that was the...
Pekovic, the second chance effort. Shot to not moving the ball around. There's the double team with Martin. Long. He passes to Martin. That's good. It's Rubio.
To play the game, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, the late Pete Maravich come to mind. I think Rubio
shoots it. And again, it's Minnesota. And coming, 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Broke out the finger roll, guys. That was kind of a stylish finish.
Corey Brewer checked in for Kevin Martin. The Mavericks shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
So they were guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Yeah, guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team into a position they're in right now.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Zhang's checked in. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
And free throws. They shot it very well as a team from the foul line.
Pull that off.
Well, both ends of that play, just fantastic.
Nice silky finish on the alley.
Mavs great at the line last season, as you were talking about. And it's Martin penetrating. The shot is off.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backcourt.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Kurt. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
Oh, no. Buckets allowed have come from very close range.
They're giving up these
Drain the three ball. That really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
You know, I'd like to see more of that from him. He's been passing up his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones he takes. He's got to be more.
By 19 points. And the jam by Dirk Nowitzki. A free run to the hoop and some thunder on the finish.
Not exactly the way the D would have drawn that one.
And when you got the space.
Brea, the pass to Martin. Good answer. The 9-foot shot. Brea gets the boot. And number 7. And that is Hyde Martin. Three-pointer. That's good. Number 7. And the shot counts. He's fouled.
Those shortcomings from this defense. I mean, they've given up 5 straight looks in the paint. Hey, it goes.
And the layup.
It's amazing that they even won that many games. I mean, if you don't have big...
And stolen by Nowitzki.
Good defensive instincts on display there.
Number 7. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki.
And the fans loving what's transpired here tonight. A really good victory for these guys.
Sure was. I mean, they did just what they needed to do to keep the visitors from getting any momentum going at all.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dreamlike games for a coach.
Thanks for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time. But first...